Two men are accused of illegally killing a grizzly bear.
Well, grizzlies are extremely rare in Washington, and killing one is a violation of the Endangered Species Act. Now, this could send the men to prison. King 5's environmental specialist Gary Chittum has the exclusive story. Gary.
Gene and Dennis, there was a time when all through the Cascades you can find grizzlies. There are none these days here in the Central Cascades, a small group up in the North Cascades, and the same up in the Selkirks of eastern Washington. Experts say when you harm any one of that tender population, you're harming them all. Biologists captured video of this aggravated grizzly in Washington State's Selkirk Mountains several years ago. This is where two men reportedly shot one of the federally protected bears. The two allegedly traveled from their homes in Grant County, Washington to the Selkirks in Pend Oreille County in October of 2007 to hunt for moose and black bear. Investigators say during that trip, the men shot and killed a federally protected grizzly bear. Then, without reporting it, transported the animal back to property near their homes in the Moses Lake area. State and federal wildlife officers say a tip led them to the suspects and a site where they allegedly tried to hide the bear.
Officers found a grizzly bear carcass and a grizzly bear hide and head in two separate holes buried on the family farm.
Investigators released this photo of a mature male grizzly bear pelt. They were also able to determine from tests that this bear was a valuable research subject.
I had an ear tag. Biologists had been tracking that animal for 14 years, so we know a lot about its life history.
It really increases the chance that this animal is not going to be able to make it. And we cannot afford to lose any more bears in the Cascades or the Selkirks.
Court documents obtained by King 5 show the two Moses Lake area men, Brandon Roadback and Curtis Cox, face 2 federal charges each for violating endangered species protection rules and transporting illegally obtained wildlife. If convicted, they could end up in federal prison. We tried unsuccessfully to contact both of those suspects. They are scheduled for an appearance in front of a federal magistrate in Spokane early next week. Reporting live from near Issaquah, Gary Chittum, King 5 News.
Gary, thank you. Well, depending on which biologist you ask, Washington State's grizzly bear population ranges from just a handful to a few dozen. And few people have ever even seen a grizzly in this state.